Hi, we are going to be talking about FDM printing for Warhammer. Now, I just got an FDM printer last week, and I've been doing a bunch of prints and stuff. I actually got a roll of stuff, of filament with it, and that lasted about 30 seconds. I was working on these, these are paint racks for my painting setup here on this desk. Now, you're probably wondering, where are they at? Well, I don't like to leave stuff on my desk because I'll very much just set it down and lose it. But let me see if I can get it on screen there. All my paints are organized over here. So it'll be just take one out, set it down, or use it and put it back. So if you are like me, this will probably help you a lot. I haven't really had a whole lot of chance to use it because I've been super busy lately. So we'll go back to the regular FDM printing. So this is just paint racks. I'm pretty sure I found them on Cult 3D. I think they were free. I'm pretty sure I didn't pay for those. And we will go into the next thing, which is kind of a con about FDM printing. FDM printing cannot do small, very tiny details. Let's see if I can actually get this to focus. There you go. That's supposed to be a skull. Now on camera, it really doesn't look that bad. But to me, it just doesn't have a high enough quality of detail. Resin printing probably does it better when you actually use better resin and stuff. But I mean, if you were to paint over it, I'm pretty sure no one would notice. Another con is I was going to do a video of, well, I still plan on doing the video of FDM versus resin versus GW. And I just decided to print a little Contemptor Dreadnought. How does that move? Okay, I don't know how I've managed to do this, but I guess his hips can turn. That's actually kind of cool. As you can see, FDM printing is not the way to go. It is a little rough, to say the least. Let me grab my light source here and move it. Sorry for the jiggling and stuff. So I don't know how well this shows up on camera, especially if I hit my camera. But as you can see, there's a lot of mess ups here. Guns, the autocannons don't look particularly too bad. That was a gluing issue. And it just looks like it can't do the fine detailing. Now, maybe through different nozzles and such, you can get better detailing work, but it's just not it. It's just not ready for minis yet. But this still will be part of the mini, or the FDM versus resin versus GW video that I do plan on. So we'll go to the next thing after that, which is obviously FDM printed terrain. Now, it did pretty good detail work. I mean, you can see a lot of these details. It turned out really well, and since it's like an 8x8, I was able to print a whole bunch of L-shaped ruins, because that is the classic GW terrain. So I got a whole bunch of L-shaped ruins here that I've printed up. I'm pretty sure I printed these together, like these two pieces together and these two pieces together, and they were like 8 hours a piece, which I'm not used to taking that long for prints, just because I usually use a resin printer. But I understand FDM printing can take a lot longer because it's doing it all through one nozzle instead of a layer at a time. So I also printed some Tyranid stuff, some just like Tyranid terrain pieces for a narrative crusade that me and my buddy are gonna do. So it'll be like a Tyranid invasion. Let me focus my camera. Sorry about that. And they came out pretty good detailed. It's missing some detailing some places, but you know what? It's fine. I mean, it cost me nothing to print these off. The files, I don't even remember where I got these files from. I've had these files for a long time. And then, I printed out a little chain measure, and I know this is free on on what's the website? Cult 3D. This is literally, I believe this is the 9-inch one, and it's just meant to. So say you're supposed to move 9 inches around cover, and you can like help figure yourself exactly where your 9 inches, where you want to put it, everything like that. It's basically to move up, over, around cover without having to measure a whole bunch of times. And then the latest thing I printed up was a big rock formation. Now there is a line that you can see clearly that I don't know what caused that, but I imagine with some paint it'll fill it in pretty well. But this turned out way better than I expected, honestly. This is just like a center rock formation, you know. Have a I don't know how to use it. I don't play that much Warhammer tabletop, but like I don't know if this is considered a ruin and like you can't fly over it, but you know, make it so like if you are playing, because my buddy has a Storm Raven gunship, if you are playing with like people that use flyers, they can't just hop over everything. So I can't remember what the size requirement is for it to be like you can't fly over it, but I mean this was completely hollow too, so it's also super light and everything. So yeah, that's kind of been what I've been working on a whole bunch. Hopefully I'll get back to streaming more. I know this week is going to slow down, unlike last week. I was super busy last week, so we'll hopefully get some more live streams in, get some more Krieg painted. I got them. Also, I got a Krieg kill team to use as infantry, and I might have some Krieg STL files. I might. We'll see. We'll see how they turn out. I got to get some more resin to print those up with. But we thank you for watching. And hopefully you can tune into any of the live streams. They will more than likely be during the afternoon, and I'm super excited for everything. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.